Evening all, welcome back to Space Engineers. Right, as we continue the mighty illustrious build of the SS Awesome Crazy, I don't know, funny, insert funny name here. What I'm going to try and do here is make this multi-decked as well. So as you can see, we're going to try and make it a deck height of 1 block. So therefore having 2 decks means we need 4 blocks internal space, right? Right, or 5. So you go floor plate or bottom of the ship, then first deck, then a block, then second deck, then the roof. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. That should be working out about like that. And I can only tell you how much fun I am having with this. My inner nerd is being channeled just illustriously with this game. And I am just loving it. It is so much fun. Before with creative, it was exciting to build a ship, but obviously you built the ship and immediately it was there. It was like, bing, there we go, done. Whereas with this, I feel like I'm kind of designing it as I go, and I like that feeling, this feeling of kind of designing the ship as you build it, and then obviously having to, spending the time welding each of these blocks is no small feat, I can tell you. So it's going to be painful. Plus, mining all the iron for this has been quite a chore as well. But luckily, mining with that little mining buggy vessel thingamajig that I've made isn't too bad, actually. It's not bad at all. It's quite enjoyable. You can just sit there, put something on the TV, and just sit there and listen to, I don't know, America's Got Talent, some shit like that. And you can just then enjoy the ambiance as your miners go whir in your ear. And I would say that probably one of the things that also I think is incredible about this game is the ability to actually design the ship entirely. So you can actually put your reactors in, your engines in, your lights in, your refineries in, and they remain as these kind of, I don't know, girder structures until you finish them off. And I really like that as well. So making changes as you build is actually, they've thought about this. You can tell they've thought about this, because as I started to build, obviously I've got further than this, and you'll see in the next few videos how far we've got. As we got further and further with this, what I realized is, there's not enough space for this. There's not access to get to this block, so I need to actually finish this part of the ship before I put the reactor in. The reactor housing needs to be finished, and blah, 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 blah. Now, if you're the kind of, nerd who, like me, as a nerd, enjoys this kind of level of rigor in a game, then this is for you, my friends. It is unbelievable. It is. I can't describe how just fun this is. It came out, I don't know when it came out, but I only came aware of it perhaps around, I don't know, Saturday, Friday night, maybe Saturday morning. And already in that time, I've played easily 10 hours. I have just lost myself to this game. And when you see that, when you see what you can build with it, it just looks amazing, doesn't it? Now, I know that I've got the engines wrong on that. I'm pretty certain of that. So we're going to have to obviously look at those engines again, and we'll move them up in a moment. As you see here, let's just grind them out. You don't lose anything by doing this, because you can just create more blocks. You get the materials back. I think it only takes like a couple of piping sections and metal plates to actually build this grid structure as well. So you can always get them back, which is amazingly useful. But as you see, the amount of plates you need is just astronomical. And that's probably good, because it does mean that these big constructions do remain big constructions. I know that sounds bloody stupid, but it's an obvious one, because having the ability just to build a ship as easy as it is would be very annoying. Now the thing is, if you want to build a big ship and you want to play survival, but you don't really want to invest the time that I'm doing here, you can play realism times 10. And realism times 10 means 10 times faster, 10 times more resources, 10 times the cargo space, 10 times the less things needed with building, blah blah blah, all of that. And so you still can actually enjoy a very easy version of survival if you so wish. Okay, so don't let my fanaticism here put you off. So if you want to sort of still do, enjoy the game but not do it in such a hardcore way like I'm doing, then you can absolutely do that. And I think certainly, when you look at what we're doing here, those thrusters alone require thousands of units, and it's like, 960 thruster components. That's a lot of resources right there. So it's gonna be a bit of a pain to get all of this built, but I don't mind. I'm loving it. To me, this is the game. Once I've built it, I'll probably just crash it into a rock and start again. That was literally me as a kid with Lego. I used to play with Lego a lot, obviously, because I like these kind of games. And when I'd build something amazing and I'd like show it to my mum and dad, and they'd be like, "Oh my god, it's really nice," and then they'd watch me throw it down the stairs. I'd be like, "Mummy, look, I made a starship." And I'd be like, "Oh, that's really nice. Let me take a picture of it." And they go get the camera. Then all they'd hear is this kind of wee smash at the bottom of the floor as dogs scrambled and scrattered out the way, because obviously a Lego starship landed on the floor. And that was me as a kid. Yeah, it explains a lot. I'm sure you'll agree. In fact, it explains almost everything I need to know. Anyway. I don't know, this game has just absolutely got under my skin, and it's amazing fun. I think, hopefully you kind of see this as well, because I mean, just look at that. I know it's a cylinder, but again, that's where you start from. You build from there. And just the thought of rolling around, flying from asteroid to asteroid, keeping reserves of supplies, minerals, looking for uranium for fuel when you need it, it is just glorious. I just love it. And I think it's games like this that don't come along that often. Minecraft was something that just completely changed the whole modus operandi of gaming, and I think this game is not far behind. It follows on from a lot of the tradition, so it's still very Minecraft in its style. It's obviously a homage to Minecraft, but when you look at the depth and complexity of this game, it is astonishing. It really is. And I hope people will see this, because it's very easy to dismiss a game like this as, oh, it's just this or it's just that. But this particular game, I think, has got one of those rare attributes going for it, which is it is a throwback to another game, but innovative at the same time. And that, my friends, is very, very unusual. Okay, a lot of the times, funny, because you see things like DayZ. DayZ changed the gaming genre for zombie games, more or less. And I think it's interesting because every game, that paid homage to it by trying to copy its essence was really a cheap copy of it. And there aren't many games that come along that actually, I would say, they distill the good bit of it, and then they turn it into a much better game. And I think certainly this is one of them in terms of Minecraft. It's taken the elements of Minecraft and made it rather fun, actually, and it's taken it into a whole new genre. It's spaceborne. It's you can mine, you can fight, you can dig, you can build starships, castles, you name it. You can do anything, and I think that is got to be one of its redeeming factors. So there we go. As our superstructure is completed, let us walk around this fine thing. Look at the sun glimmering off the thing. So let me show you where the reactor's going. Now, the reactor is going to go in that 3x3 space there. So we're going to have one reactor only, thank God. So it fits perfectly, looks good. But as you notice, if I put that reactor in, I have to actually finish the whole reactor housing. You see, I have to finish these blocks around it. Otherwise, I'll never get to it. So that's a bit of an annoyance. But so anyway, there we go. And then here we go. So now the superstructure is designed. The long work begins. And we have to just basically weld thousands and thousands of plates into place. And here we go, we're starting it now. Look at that, it's getting there, isn't it? And all you do is you pick up your plates, you then drop them in location, then you have to weld them into position. Now there's three different kind of steps. That's step 1, step 2 there, as you see there, and then step 3, and then step 4, I guess, is the final finished plate. But as you can see, you can spend your time doing that. It's more just about putting the plates in and then spending the time welding it and getting it to the point where it's just a bit more done. There is a red line on the bar, on the box to the right. That is the minimum serviceable level of the block as well. So nothing will work. This thing won't work until that red bar is hit. And for armor blocks, it's when it's finished as a block. And you see there, we've got a few around the door that we've done already. But that's it. That became my life for about a day. And I tell you what, I loved every minute of it. I felt like a shipbuilder in the Tyne. I really did. It just felt so liberating to do this. And to be honest, there is something quite amazing about this in teams as well. So we're going to probably show, not yet, but we're probably going to show, as we get a bit further down, we'll show a squad, a multiplayer game of this, where we'll actually get the team in and they can help me mine. You could do that. You could actually set up a pretty awesome chain of people. I'm just going to the medical bay to recharge. You see my energy's going up on the bottom left. That's pretty much what it does. Medical rooms are also your respawn bunk. So again, Minecraft term, it's your bed. But it's also your healing station as well. So just remember that. And energy is everything. So, welding and flying and jumping and whatever, it takes energy. So, you notice my energy goes down a lot faster when I weld. It's because it's taking energy from my suit. So, you have to always be very aware of that as well. Now, there was an interesting thing here because, there is the potential to salvage the ships that I've built already as well. Now, I didn't build the one that's behind me, but you could effectively salvage it for parts. But look at that. Isn't that amazing? It's so exciting. I am literally like a freshly born mewing kitten. I am just all over this game and I love it. There's a lot of things I've done wrong as well. Like, once I've got this starship up with a refinery and assemblers in it, I'm going to destroy this platform and just salvage it for bits. And like I said, I wouldn't do just a minute ago. Hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.